Artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence, more commonly known as AI, is one of the most controversial topics at the moment. Although it may seem innocent at first, the safety of AI has been a major talking point among leaders in technology.
The consequences of AI going wrong are severe.
With the unpredictability of the future of artificial intelligence, it is important for us to find ways to regulate and make sure AI doesn't take over our creativity. I think in the next 20 years, it is extremely important that we take AI as a serious issue.
I'm sure most people have seen at least one or more examples of AI, whether it be the viral Tom Cruise deepfake or the celebrity AI song parodies. AI is making major advancements on a weekly basis, and it is impossible to tell how it will look 20 years from now.
We are in the fourth industrial revolution right now. So for this revolution, we are looking at virtual reality, augmented reality, bioscience, robotics.
AI intelligence is a computer system that is designed to perform tasks that typically require human intelligence. It works by processing vast amounts of data using algorithms and learning from patterns. Think of it as a machine designed to mimic human-like thinking. Now, what if I told you that this entire script was written by an AI on my smartphone instantly? This is just one example on how AI can be used to replace human intelligence.
The tools that have prompted the most news and maybe are what are concerning this group are these large language models like ChatGPT.
Generating text is not the only thing artificial intelligence can do. There are many programs that can create things like art and music that would normally take humans hours of hard work. But for the AI, it's instantaneous. These programs aren't hard to use or cost tons of money. Most of them can be used for free in your browser and can produce amazing results.
Although AI isn't inherently bad, it can be used to spread false information, using things like deepfakes and voice replication. And we've gotten to the point where it's almost indistinguishable from real life.
Moving forward, we need to be more vigilant with what we trust from the internet. It's a time when we need to rely on trusted news sources.
Artificial intelligence gathers its data from sources from all over the web, some of which are taken from websites without permission from owners, which brings up a lot of questions when it comes to copyright and plagiarism.
Because these technologies are so new, that we're not sure where some of this liability might come from, if at all.
If everybody's starting at point zero and having to build up rules themselves, it can be quite difficult.
As technology advances, it's becoming more accessible and easier to use AI, which has led to a rise in the spread of false information.
So much attention last spring was brought to that created song that was made to sound like Drake and The Weeknd, and of course their record label stepped in and said, you're going to have to, all of the streaming services, you're going to have to pull this down, and basically they complied because you have the might of that record label threatening litigation.
AI isn't limited to making fun art and music. Here's an example of how fast someone can create a deepfake in order to spread false information.
The big question is, what can we do to make the use of AI more safe and stop the spread of false information? Recently, an executive order regarding AI was signed by Joe Biden. In it, they discussed things like compliance with federal laws and AI's effect on employment, immigration, and even civil rights.
This executive order will use the same authority to make companies prove that their most powerful systems are safe before allowing them to be used.
You want to be able to maximize the benefits and minimize the harms.
One of the most prevalent examples on how AI is affecting employment is the recent SAG After Strike, which had a major effect on the future of the entertainment industry. SAG After stands for Screen Actors Guild, American Federation of Television and Radio Artists.
People primarily know us for representing actors in film and TV, but we also represent actors in commercials and audiobooks and podcasts.
In the agreement with the major studios, artificial intelligence was a main talking point in which they agreed that the producers will be required to consent for the use of the actors' overall face scans.
They actually have to pay you, and they have to pay what we call pension and health contributions, which are SAG-AFTRA-based payments, just for licensing that replica.
Beauty is an eye of the beholder, and by limiting access to that, maybe we are limiting access to other artistic opportunities that have been, not explored up to this point.
It is American companies that lead the world in AI innovation.
It's clear that there will be rogue companies and other companies that will not go along on their own.
There's no other way around it, in my view. It must be governed.
I believe this is extremely important that the United States take a lead in the regulation of artificial intelligence in order to protect our jobs and keep creativity alive. AI will be a major part of our future in the next 20 years, and it needs to be used as a tool rather than a weapon.